Good morning, students. In this lecture, I am going to discuss the case of functions in which we pass arguments as well as return value. So let us take the same example, that is to find the sum of two numbers as we have taken in the previous two cases. The first case was no argument, no return value, while the second argument was arguments but no return value. So this is the third case in which there is two-way communication, that is we will pass arguments as well as the function will return a value to the main. So first we include the header files, followed by this is the function declaration. Now in this case, name of the function is sum. We pass two values to the function sum, so int comma int, and the function sum will also return an integer value back to main. So hence we have written int here. This is the return type, name of the function, and this is the data types of the arguments. So here it is main. We declare three variables x comma y comma s. Then there is clear screen. Then we have input the two numbers x and y. So look at this statement, s is equal to sum x comma y. In the previous example, in my last lecture, we have simply written sum x comma y. We have called the function sum and passed the values of x and y to the function. So why we have written s is equal to sum x comma y? The reason being that in this case, the function sum is going to return an integer value. The value returned by the function sum will be collected in this variable s. So this is the way in which we collect the values which are returned by the function. So that's why we have used three variables here, x, y, s. X and y are the values passed to the function by the main, while s is a variable which is used to collect the result. What will be result? Result will be the sum of x and y. That will be collected here. So next we have printed the output, that is sum of two numbers is %d and s is printed there. Finally we finished main with get ch. This is a closing bracket of main, and this is the simple function sum. We have passed two variables x and y, those are collected here x and y. In my previous lecture also I have told you that you can keep the names of the variables same as well as you can change the names also. So in this case we have to add x and y. We declare a variable p. So p is equal to x plus y. So now look at this statement. We have to return this value p to the function main. So this value p will be returned and will be collected here in a variable s, which is printed then as the output. Question is how to return the value of p. There is a special statement that is called return statement. So the syntax is simply you write the return and in the right round bracket put the name of the variable whose value you want to return. So since x plus y is stored in the variable p, we use return with p. This value of p will go upward and will get stored in the variable s, which is then printed in the main. So you can see that this is the case in which arguments are passed. Here we have passed the arguments x and y, which gets collected here, as well as return value is there. The function sum returns some value back to the main function, which is collected in some variable, and that is printed as the output. In the previous lecture there was no return, and hence what we have done is that we have printed the output here only. That is, we have calculated the sum of x and y and then printed output here only. That was the case when there was no return value. Here it is return value. So return value is get collected in the main here and that gets printed here. So thank you very much. I hope the lecture is understandable to you. Thank you.